make up to break up. That's all we do. First you love me, then you hate me. It's a game for fools. Y'all know nothing about that. Y'all know nothing about that. Y'all know nothing about those love songs. Mikey C, start listening to love songs. You want to get a woman, listen to love songs. Just some smooth, I don't care what nationality they are. You can get some love songs with words you don't understand. If it's a love song, be like, damn. That chick would be like, what you listening to? You'd be like, just listen. Especially when you get in the car and just pop in that. You know what I'm saying? Pop in some smooth R&B. No matter what race it is. Could be some language you don't even understand. But every woman understands a love song. She'll be like, okay, I thought we was going to listen to Migos. Hibbity bibbity bibbity bop, bobbity bibbity bop. Be like, nah, we about to listen to Quan Cheng Yi. Yeah, straight out of Guam. I don't even know the language. I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying? Every woman understands that. You know what I'm saying? Throw on some smooth R&B. Especially if it's some brothers. It's over. You know what I'm saying? It's a done deal. But enough of that. Ezekiel Elliott. For all you Cowboy fans, and I know there's some of you who are on my channel, what's her name? Thompson, female, said that he had said, well, she didn't say. She didn't allege. It's on video. They got dude on video. They got dude on, they got pictures, and there were dozens of people who saw it. Now, what they saw, I don't know. But it was enough for Roger Goodell to be like, you're suspended for 6 games with no pay. Now, I don't know who this woman is to him. I don't know what the relationship is. I didn't go into it that far. I just read a small excerpt, But I don't know if she's the one that, I don't know who called the police. I don't know all the, details. All I know is he had a team of lawyers. They met in New York, and they fined him. Of course, they're gonna fine him. 6 games is being fined with no pay. You know what I'm saying? That's a fine. It's a lot, actually. I don't know how much his contract is, but they're just gonna snatch that right off. They get paid per game, added up to the way I understand it, added up to a certain amount. Being that he's a big star, that's a lot of money. If it was me, it'd be, if it was the average bench warmer who gets paid like 1.5, a year, it would still hurt. Hurt a lot more actually. But the chunk wouldn't be as big. But being that it's Elliott, he's the superstar of Dallas Cowboys. It's going to be a heck of a lot of money. Plus all them lawyers. Them lawyers just eat up. Here's the thing. Here's what I don't like about lawyers. Here's what I don't like about them. Like, they're only on your side if you pay them. They're not your friend. For one, you go in there and you're going to get penalized. You're going to get fined. It's like, okay, what did I need you for? I already know that I'm going to get, but it could have been a lot worse without me, really. My lawyer fees are how much? Plus what I just got fined, really, how much worse can it get? You know what I'm saying? And how many of you do I need? Like the O.J. Simpson case, they had people out here where I live helping out with that case. It's a lot of money. But, you know what I'm saying? Even if he's found not guilty, it's like, hey, do I get my money back? But as far as the game is concerned, look, 6 games at the beginning of the season, not even before the playoffs. I mean, it hurts because, he is your number 1 running back. He is a star. This dude is highly publicized. highly criticized. But nonetheless, he's really, really good at what he does. He's carrying the team. You know what I'm saying? He is that dude right now. He's young, he's strong, straight out of Ohio State. He's just that guy. You know, he is the star of the show. He's one of the biggest stars in the football league, if you ask me. Because I don't see any other running back. They got this new white guy though. He's gonna be dope. But I don't see any other running back who's carrying her team like that. Now, remember Adrian Peterson used to be that dude. Straight up, he was trucking people and running them over. Elliot ain't running them over, but he's getting in the secondary, and that's really what they need. You know, I don't know what his average is, but I bet it's pretty good. He's probably averaging over 5 yards a carry. But he's getting in that secondary. That's all that's to it. How can we get to the first down with Ezekiel? And the answer is absolutely. So that's just a huge, huge piece. Can we take the pressure off of the quarterback right away so he isn't getting smacked around and injured? You know, can we draw those defensive backs out, in order for him to, get past those linebackers and into the secondary? About time they, get to him, he's already picked up 20, 30 yards. Yeah, he's that dude. You know what I'm saying? So he's always a threat. I don't care what defense it is. I don't care if you're manning up, zoning up. It doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter. You got four on the floor, two in the back, and it doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter. If you're going to blitz, it doesn't matter. This dude can still get into your secondary very quick. He's lethal. And he's important. So, yes, now, if they did this and it was 10 games in and then find him, that's it. That's it for Pitt. You know what I'm saying? There, I'm going to say that your chances of winning the playoffs and going all the way, all the way to 17 is not going to happen. If you're 10 games in and you lost two, you're 8-2. I mean, you're still a threat. And then they get on him like, we're going to take you out for 6 games. Go home, sit down, and we're not going to pay you a thing. Even though you're still making royalties from your commercials and all the other stuff, you're doing, they don't go after that. The people who are actually in the commercials say, okay, we don't want nothing to do with you, which I don't think they've done yet. They haven't Ray Riced him yet. I don't think they've done that. I don't think they're like, domestic violence, we're gonna pull away from you. Because there's a hazard in that. But nonetheless, like I said, 8-2, then yeah, that's gonna hurt a lot more. First 6 games, they might be able to struggle along and still get into the playoffs. There's plenty of teams that have done that, have faltered. I remember Pittsburgh did that a couple of years ago. They were getting their butt kicked in the beginning of the season because they lost like 5 of their major players that were all hurt. So, they were struggling. And finally, they just, when it came to playoff time, they got on it. Now, they didn't go all the way, but still, they still made a good run. They made over 50%, over 500. You know what I'm saying? A lot of teams don't even come near that. They're like, you know, you're not going to come near that. What are the Jaguars doing? It's not going to happen. Not going to happen, crew. You know, the teams that used to suck don't suck anymore. But, I mean, they got rid of Tony Romo. They got a new kid back there, to start throwing that ball around. And now it's on again. America's team, is just a huge, huge threat. And I'm going to tell you right now, I chose them. I chose them to win a Super Bowl. I'm just not sure when. I chose like maybe 4 years for them to win a Super Bowl. Um, I'm not saying that. Well, see, I didn't really get into the details. I was just like, they're good enough that they're only hurting themselves. They're like the Houston Astros. You know what I'm saying? You can only hurt yourself. They're good enough though to go all the way. You're good enough to go all the way unless you hurt yourself, and this hurts them. You know what I'm saying? It hurts them at the beginning of the season for sure. So I could still see them, getting him together. I can't see them trading him. You know, I can't see them Ray Ricing him and sending him off to Pittsburgh, even though we'd love to have him. We still got Le'Veon Bell, who's just great. Uh, yeah, I can't see them trading him. They're paying him all that money. He's bringing a lot of revenue to the team. I just can't see that happening. And I can't see them coming down on him too much harder. And he also has 3 days to appeal. Now your lawyers are definitely worth something if you can get that overturned. Because just one game's pay and just go to the lawyer and be like, you know what, take one game. There you go. Whatever, however much that is. You know what, you guys, there you go. Have one game's pay. Boom. Give them the pay. Keep it on. That's it. You know. Now that would be worth it if he can recover, you know, at least 5 games. Listen, it'd be worth it if he can recover 2 games. Truthfully. If he appeals and then they come back and say, you know what, we're still going to punish you because of the public. We can't let this go unpunished. However, whatever the case may be, we are not going to be as harsh on you because 6 games is a lot. We're only going to sit you down for 3 games. Boom, that is lawyer worth it to me. You know what I'm saying? Give them 1 game. 1 game's worth of pay. Boom, you still got those 2 days worth of pay. That right there is worth it to me. And it helps you save face because Roger Goodell saves face. He did his job. He punished the, perpetrator. We don't want this kind of, nonsense in the NFL, which is true. You do not want violence against anybody. I don't care if it's another guy. You don't want it against anybody. So, yeah, you're supposed to punish that. Boom, you got punished. You got found guilty. However, we're lenient upon you because of whatever the circumstances. Boom, we're going to go ahead and, you're 3 days out, 3 days, you get your 3 games out, you get the other 3 games back. You get in there, everybody's happy, act like it never happened. The girl gets whatever money she gets, then you put a restraining order against her. It's like, yeah, Ezekiel has a restraining order against you. You just got, what, about $3-4 million. You should go away now. You should go away before you need some lawyers that's going to cost you $1.5 million. Because trust me, the people who go after these superstars, it's not like the superstar goes away and everybody forgets it. It's like, we know what you do. Like the Usher case. It's just like, you really think you about to get paid? Yeah, right. People go after those people. They're just like, oh, you just got my man's for, $5 million. Okay, we'll see. They do some gangster stuff to you like what 50 did. 50 was like, oh, really? I just lost $5 million because I lost the case? Okay, fine. Bankruptcy. Shoot, you thought you was about to get paid right now? It'll take you years before you see that money. Court order for you to pay the defendant $5 million because you released a sex tape against her. Well, okay, I lost. Hey, you guys, go ahead and put that in bankruptcy, chapter 13 or whatever, chapter 11. Boom, I don't know the chapters. I'm just saying, go into bankruptcy. You know what? She won't see that money for about 10 years. Who's going to do what? You followed the law. I lost. And so did you. As long as I owe you, you'll never be broke. So anyway, I hope Ezekiel recovers. I hope he appeals in 3 days. And I do hope if he's guilty, he is properly punished. Because I don't want to see that. I'm not with all that nonsense. I just want you to play ball. And I hope he gets a couple of his games back because he's a young guy. Of course, you need to set an example. You guys did that. You're not having it. The fans are happy now. You're happy. Get a man a couple of his games back and let's rock on. It's your boy Tone 202. God loves you.